home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Bruins will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With the catch, it's Matthews.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got him. He's loose. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Bruins! And they strike first. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us to have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The play action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27th. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bruins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Hailed the punt, can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off play action. Pulls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Floating away. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, only in the first half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down.
Strong pass rush. Quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, you can take it to the house.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. The Bruins will move the sticks.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Bringing the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback moving. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nebraska! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Duke. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Huskers! And that one will put him up here in the second half. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down all the way. At his 4-yard line.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
They'll run it here on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in the first down and more. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Bruins are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Good, solid tackle.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no...
Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really